Hello everyone, welcome back to SANSKRITAMRITA. Dear students, in last video we started learning about voice, right? Active voice and passive voice. So in this video we will continue learning about active voice and passive voice in future tense. Actually, you must have studied this voice in English language in school time, that all voice sentences, whether active voice or passive voice, can be in all three tenses. It can be in the present tense, in the past tense, in the future tense. Now in last video we already understood the formula of active voice and passive voice, how to convert an active voice sentence to passive voice. Now in today's video we will understand the same things but in different tenses. In future tense, if a sentence is given in active voice, how to convert to passive voice, okay? And if a sentence of active voice is there in the past tense, then how to convert this into passive voice in past tense. All right, so that we will understand. And one more thing that you will study in this video, that is bhavvachya. You understood active voice is called like kartari vachya. Vachya means voice, right? Kartari means active, and karmani vachya means passive voice, okay? Now one more is bhavvachya, that you never heard in this, but in Sanskrit language one more vachya is there, that is called bhavvachya. What is bhavvachya? Bhavvachya means a sentence that does not have object. For example, Ram eats an apple. So Ram is subject, he is a doer, agent of the sentence, right? He is doing the action of eating. So Ram is subject. Eats is the verb form, that is an action, and an apple is object, but you remove that object and speak only two words, Ram eats. So this is active voice sentence, Ram eats. But while you convert these to passive, and the sentence you will get in passive voice, that is called bhavvachya. In English language, bhavvachya is called impersonal voice. Impersonal voice means missing object, there is no object, right? So Ram eats, when you convert, it will be like it is eaten by Ram, okay? It is eaten by Ram. What is eaten by Ram? That is not mentioned, object is not mentioned. So that also we will study how to convert, because in Samhita, while you are reading a different slokas, remember there are some messages given by the great sage Charaka, or great sage Susruta, or maybe Ashtangradai book also you will see some slokas by Vagbhat, that they have given this in the sloka, this passive voice sentences, right? They have given the message in the passive voice sentence in the sloka. One word is here, one word is at the end of the first line, one word is in the second line, but overall they would like to say one message, but in passive voice. It can be past tense passive voice, it can be present tense passive voice, it can be bhavvachya also, no object, right? So if you will learn these method, these formulas, this the how the sentence structure is there of passive voice, it is very useful for you to understand that in the slokas, okay? And definitely we will apply this knowledge, these formulas in slokas, because remember, you people have in term 2 you people have Ashtangradai Sutra Sthan 4 chapters to study, right? We already studied 3 chapters of Sutra Sthan, right? Chapter number 1, 2 and 4, right? Now in term 2, right now term 2 is going on, so in term 2 we have actually 4 chapters to study from Sutrasthan. So while we will study one by one all slokas, wherever this bhavvachya or passive voice sentence are there, or the sentence is there in the slokas, then I will tell you, I will quote that, see here, this structure of the sloka, this sentence is bhavvachya or passive voice sentence. So whatever you are studying here, it is useful for exam purpose as well as for studying the slokas, to understand the slokas well. Alright, so pay attention. Here we will start with passive voice sentence, how to convert active voice sentence to passive voice sentence in future tense. Alright, pay attention. Here you can see on the screen voice in future tense. Okay, so here there is an example. The same example we will take, so it is easy for you people to understand. In present tense, voice in present tense, we took Ram eats an apple. Here I am taking Rama will eat an apple. This is future tense active voice. Okay, while you convert to passive in English language, it will be like an apple will be eaten by Ram. Am I right? An apple will be eaten by Ram. But in Sanskrit language, so let us form a Sanskrit sentence. Ram will eat an apple. How it will be written? Then here you need to use root lakar, second lakar of future tense, root lakar, not first, not lat lakar, because it is future. So Ramaha as subject, first case, right? Sevam object, second case, and verb form is root lakar, second case, root lakar. Khadishyati. Now why shyati only? Because you have 9 different verb forms in root lakar. Khadishyati, khadisyatah, khadisyanti, khadisyasi, khadisyatah, khadisyatah, khadisyami, khadisyava, khadisyama. Out of these 9, why only khadisyati is used here? Because verb form, always remember, verb form always depends on subject. What is the purus? What is the person of subject? What is the vachan of subject? Depending on the purus and vachan of the subject, this verb form is decided. So khadisyati, we know 3 purus is there. 3 purus, different persons are there. First line khadisyati, khadisyata, khadisyanti, that is called prathama purusa in Sanskrit. And in English, that pratham purusa is called third person, he, she, it. Right? Second line madhyama purusa for you, second person. And last line khadisyami, khadisyavaha, khadisyama, this is for uttama purusa, means for I, first person in English language. Right? So here we have taken khadishyati. It means it is pratham purus ekvachan verb forms. Now here the subject is also pratham purus ekvachan, Rama. See, Ramaha is pratham purus ekvachan, because Rama is not considered madhyam purus. It is not you. It is not tvam. It is not uttam purus. Aham is not there. Rama is means someone else. Rama is a name, is a noun, someone else. So in last lecture also I told you to remember how to identify the purusa. It is very simple. Uttam purus, 3 words are there fixed. Which 3 words? Aham, avam, vayam. Other than these 3 words, no other words falling under uttam purus. Only aham, avam, vayam. Aham means I, avam means we both, vayam means we all. These 3 are considered as uttama purusa. Now in madhyam purus also fix 3. Tvam, yuvam, yuyam, fix. So other than this 6 total, madhyam purus 3, tvam, yuvam, yuyam, and uttam purus aham, avam, vayam. Other than these 6 subjects, 6 agents, all other words, whether it is a noun or he, she, it words, pronouns like sate, taha, sahatote, or tatte, tani, or ramaha, ramo, ramaha, pita, pitaro, pitaraha, lata, late, lata, any noun forms, all are falling under pratham purus. So say Ramaha is there. Ramaha, obviously a noun, a name, so it's pratham purus, an ekvachan, singular. So that's why we wrote here khadisyati. Now this was the structure of present tense, future tense, active voice sentence. But now let us convert to passive. Let us understand. Here, same rules that we understood in the present tense active passive rule. So first case converts to third case. So Ramaha is prathama vibhakti ekvachan, first case singular, and convert to third case singular, Ramena. It's very simple. Just first case is changed to third case. Okay. Now object, an apple, sevam, same like the previous rule. Here you read. Second case is changed to first case. So sevam, just like Ramam, second case. Convert to sevaha, just like Ramaha, similar. Second case to first case. Okay, done. Now here Khadisyati. Now here you need to see that in Khadisyati, what is the root verb? Khad. Remember, students, while you are converting active to passive, you must be aware about the root verb used in the active sentence. If you can identify what is the root verb, then only you will be able to convert any verb form to passive sentence verb form. Okay, so root verb identification is must. Once you identified, then if you remember in the previous video we discussed, while you are converting active to passive in present tense, certain suffixes was there. Certain suffixes were there. See here, let me show you. These were the suffixes. Remember, yate, yete, yante, yase, yethe, yadve, ye, yava, yamai. Out of these 9 suffix, only one suffix you have to choose, and that depends on, here you read, yate to yamahe. Out of these 9, only one suffix you need to choose is added at the end of root verb, and it depends out of 9 which one you will choose. Then it depends on vachan, means the number of the object. In active voice, object, and that later it was changed to subject in passive voice. So in this sentence, sevam, that was object in active, now converted to subject as first case passive in passive voice sentence. So now what is the vachan, and what is vachan of this seva and purus? Okay, what is vachan and purus? Means the person of this seva. Seva is ekavachana and purus is pratham purus. So that's why we had added yate here, khadyate. Similarly, in place of these suffixes, in future tense, you have a different suffixes. Check. Almost similar to this. Now check this. Ishyate, ishyate, ishyante, ishyase, ishyathe, ishyadve, ishye, ishyavahe, ishyamahe. Remember, these are not new, not different one. It's same like present tense active passive suffix. Yate, yete, yante. Add ish. Ish, yate, ish, yete, ish, yante. Yate, yete, yante suffixes are only there. Only ish you need to add in the beginning. Ish, yate, ish, yate, and you can prepare. Now, here you would see that with ishyate, syate is also there. So, sometimes ishyate, sometimes syate. With some root verb, ishyate is added. With some root verb, syate is added. Now, here you must have a little bit depth knowledge about the root verb, that which root verb we should use ishyate and which root verb we should use syate. Then let me tell you, there are some root verbs where ishyate, that root verbs are actually called set root verbs. Set means with e. That's why ishyate. And some root verbs are called anit. Okay. Now, I can understand students that you just started learning Sanskrit language and that much of depth knowledge you would not have. So, but whatever the reality of the use of this passive voice in future tense, this is fixed. Like some root verbs which are set, use ishyate. Some are anit, use only syate. Okay. So if you cannot identify, obviously you do not have the knowledge of all root verbs, whether it is set or anit, better you go with ishyate. When you don't have an idea, at least you can learn one suffix, no, out of ishyate or syate. Go with ishyate and write, whether it will be a little bit error there. It's fine. Learning nothing better than learning nothing. It is better that you should learn something. Ishyate, ishyate, ishyante suffixes you go with. But reality is that out of ishyate or syate, depending that what is the root verb, is it set or anit. Now, you would be thinking, sir, how would a person can understand the root verb is set or anit? See, here, you can see pa is the root verb. Pa means to drink. Now here, pa, anit, it is anit. Means e should not be there. Here you read future tense, pasyati. Means while you add future tense suffixes, you cannot add e. It is anit. Anit means without e. So it's fixed. Some root verbs anit, some root verbs set. Now don't go much deeper in it. Just as I said, as you cannot identify every root verb whether it is set or unit, go with ishyate common. Okay, most of our unit, most of our set root verbs means with e, so go with ishyate. Okay, but I should mention both possibilities of both suffixes, that's why I mentioned both. All right, you go with ishyate, ishyate, ishyante, any of these 9 you should add with the root verb. Now here we had an example check that we saw that Ramena Sevaha, that we converted Rama first to third, second to first, but here I added ishyate. Why? Because you need to check the same way as you saw in the previous video, in the previous present tense active passive. What is the Purush and Vachan of Sevaha? This is my question. Seva, no? That you converted second to first case. What is Purush and Vachan of Sevaha? Remember, Purush I told you, except Aham, Aham, Vayam and Tvam, Yuvam, Yuvam, all noun forms are Pratham Purush. So Sevaha is Pratham Purush. Okay. What is Vachan? Number. Ekvachan. So Pratham Purush Ekvachan suffix you should add with the root verb. Now you check in the table. What is Pratham Purush Ekvachan suffix in this table? Ishyate. So that you need to add with khad. So that's why khad and ishyate becomes khadishyate. Alright. So now students, suppose in place of sevam, plural is given, like sevan is there. Sevan, you know, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramau, Raman. Second case plural, Dvitiya Vibhakti Bahuvachan, Sevan is there. Obviously it will be converted to Sevaha, because Sevan is second plural and first plural is Sevaha, like Ramaha. Then here in place of ishyate, ishyante should be added because Sevaha is plural. So here you need to add ishyante. The answer will be Ramena Sevaha Khadishyante, because Sevaha is plural. So this verb form depends on Purush and Vachan of this word, of this first case word. Okay, and always remember my advice, any verb forms you write, whether it is active voice or passive voice, verb form is always depending on subject. Subject means first case. So here Sevaha is first case. In active voice, Ramaha was the first case. So Titahanti was depending on Ramaha. But as you converted to passive, Ramaha first case converted to third case. Now the verb form will not see Rama, because Rama is already converted to Ramena. There is no concern with third case of that of the verb form. Now verb form has concern with the first case. What is in the first case? Verb form will check. So verb form will see, okay, here subject is Sevaha, it is plural, it is Pratham Purush, so Khadishyante. Okay, so like this, verb form is always depending on the first case, that is subject here. Okay, Sevaha becomes subject now, second to first case, that's why. Okay, so the meaning of this sentence will be like, Ram will eat an apple, and in passive voice, an apple, first case, an apple will be eaten, Khadishyate means will be eaten by Ram. Alright, rules same, first case to third case, second case to first case, and ishyate to ishyamaya. Out of these 9 suffix, any one of these suffixes added at the end of root verb, and it depends on vachan means number, and one more thing I should put here, purusha. What? Purusha, okay? Purusha means person. Okay, so it depends on vachan, ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan, or pratham purush, madhyam purush, uttam purush of the object in active voice, and that object that was converted, later it was changed to subject. So that subjects vachan and purush, accordingly you choose out of this 9 any one suffix and add with the root verb, and that form you write here. Okay, so like this you can understand, students. Actually if you see active voice and passive voice, while you convert active to passive, present and future are almost same. No changes. Only suffixes are changed. In present tense, yate, yate, yante, yase, yate, yadve, ye, yava, yame. Out of these 9, as per the purus and vachan of the subject, you choose one. In future tense, active passive, same. Only in place of yate, ishyate, ishyate, ishyante suffixes are there. Otherwise, all things are same. Alright? Keep in mind. Now, once you understood this, now we will understand about past tense. Okay? How a sentence which is in past tense, active voice past tense sentence, to convert to passive voice past tense sentence. Here no yate, yate, yante kind of suffixes are there. Here you will need a particular verb form that is called past participle, where one suffix is added with the root verb. Okay. Now let me tell you, students, there is a sentence that I will show you in just few minutes. Ram ate an apple. What is the past tense active voice sentence? Past tense. Ram ate, past tense, an apple. Now how to convert to passive? And this is whatever you are studying now, right? This formula of active passive in past tense is very important, because I saw most of the time in slokas this passive voice in past tense sentences are there in the sloka. So please check. So I ask you one question. Ram ate an apple. What is the past tense? An apple was eaten by Ram. Now not is eaten or not will be eaten. Was eaten, because it is past tense passive voice. Okay. Now here we understood that in place of is eaten we wrote was eaten, because it is past tense passive voice. How to write that was eaten in Sanskrit language? That is the additional thing that you need to study now. Okay, pay attention. Okay, some examples are there for revision of this future tense. And now here you read voice in past tense. So the same example, Ram ate an apple in active voice. Ram is subject, ate is verb form, and apple is object. So Ram is in first case. This verb form depending on the first the subject as per subject, and this object is always second case, you know. Now while you convert, so an apple which is in object, right, which is object in the active voice, will convert to first case as an apple as subject, right? Ate becomes was eaten, right? Here as per the subject, what is the subject here? Apple. This becomes in passive voice, apple become subject, no? An apple. So here apple is singular, so was eaten is written. No, that's why I wrote as per subject. In saffron color you read. Suppose if apples are there, then in place of was eaten, it becomes were eaten. Right? So why we wrote were? Because this verb form were written completely depending on this subject, because now apple becomes subject here. It was object in the active, but in passive it becomes subject. So as apple is singular, that's why we wrote as apple was. Otherwise where, we know this. And by Ram, same formula as you saw in the previous present and future tense, same formula. First case Rama converted to third case by Ram, right? Same, let us apply this rule in Sanskrit sentence. Ramaha, first case singular as subject, and Sevam object, apple. Akhadat is past tense. Listen, Akhadat is lang lakar. Students, you people studied about 5 lakar, 5 tenses in Sanskrit language, right? Lat lakar present tense, Lrut lakar future tense, Lang lakar suffixes past tense. Other two are lakar but not tense, they are mood. Lot lakar is called imperative mood, right? For order and for permission also. And last vidhiling lakar. Vidhiling lakar is for request, for application, for invitation we are using. For should and would, fifth lakar. Here third lakar past tense, lang lakar verb forms are used. Why? because it is past tense sentence. So akhadat, lang lakar always starts with a, whatever verb form it is, whatever root verbs. Pat, patati, patata, patanti, verb forms goes like starting with a always. Apatat, apatatam, apathan. Chalati, chalata, chalanti, present tense, lat lakar. In lang lakar, achalat, achalatam, a is always there. So if you would have studied properly all the verb forms in lang lakar, then you would understand this even better. And that's why I always keep telling you students, these 5 lakar in Sanskrit language, any root verb you take, choose any root verb, but these 5 lakars are extremely important. Any Ayurveda students who are studying BAMS, they must be aware about 5 lakar. Remember, you do anything, but you learn this 5 lakar of any root verb, whichever root verb you like, chal, pat, has, khad, any, but 5 lakars with suffixes you must know. Similarly, with that you must be aware about at least 5 to 6 noun forms. Rama, a ending noun forms, e ending muni, u ending sadhu, anyone. But at least 5-6 noun forms of different vowel ending, one consonant ending noun form also, and different gender, male, female, neuter. Accordingly, around 6-7 noun forms you must know, all the cases. These knowledge if you have, with the use, with the meaning, then let me tell you, many grammar topics in Sanskrit language will be easy for you. The problem is that students are not preparing this table. They think that they are very tough to remember. That's okay, but listen, if you will study these noun forms and verb forms tables, keep in mind, by working hard, other topics will be easier for you. So that's why I always shout that please learn, dear students, learn noun forms and verb forms. At least not all noun forms, not all verb forms. At least one. 5-6 noun forms, 5 lakar, that are very, very important, and lifestyle for lifetime it is very important. In terms of studying different grammar topics, very important, but in terms of studying Ayurvedas, Sanhitas, books, every step it is going to be useful for you. So please learn. Okay, here also see verb forms of lang lakar. It is very important. So please learn all 5 lakar. Here specifically lang lakar. So akhadat is pratham purush ekvachan from lang lakar of khad root verb, and because Rama is pratham purush ekvachan, so akhadat. Now conversion from active to passive, you people know that Ramaha is first case and should be converted to third case, right? Common rules. All rules are common except the verb form, right? In all tenses, all 3 tenses. Ramaha becomes Ramena, first to third case. Sevam, second case, object converted to first case. Now here, check these verb forms. You have to stop in this while you are converting. You have to think twice. Akhadat is verb form and that is past tense as per the subject, pratham purush ekvachan, but while you convert to passive, you must be aware about the root verb again, khad. But here you don't need to add yate, yate, yante kind of suffix. Here you need to add one suffix, kta. What is this suffix? Kta. Kta. Ka half and ta. Now listen to me carefully. This kta suffix, while you add with any root verb, and whatever answer you get, that answer is called past participle. That is called past participle, and that past participle you have to use in this past tense passive voice. Okay. Now while you add kta suffix, what answers you get? Suppose khad root verb is there, khad means to eat, and you added kta, the crude word, the answer, the actual answer is khadita, not khadkta. No, kta is added, but ita sound would be there in the answer. Let me show you here. See, while you add khad plus ta, you will get the answer khadita. But this is crude word. This you cannot use here. Here you can't use this. This is crude. This is not prepared word that you can use here. So what you can use then? Then let me show you here. See, this rule, first case changed to third case, second case changed to first case, that we understood. It is SMS, present and future tense. But look at this next rule. See, here I wrote the rules as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, including all present, future and past. So numbering is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Don't get confused. So number 10 means the third rule of past tense. Past participle form should be used in passive sentence, that I told. Okay, this is past participle. But when, like, see, if root verb is khad, for example, root verb is khad, means to eat, then add ta suffix, and past participle form khadita is prepared. Listen, what root verb? The past participle form khadita is prepared, but which should be used as per number and gender of object. In active voice, that was changed to subject in passive voice. Now here you read again, you have to check this sevaha. What is the gender? Here you need to check number and gender. You don't need to check the purus. No, we don't need to see what is the purus. No, we need to check gender and vachan. Now you would be thinking, why sir here only gender and vachan? Then let me show you. While you add kta suffix and you prepare this khadita, you can prepare 9 different forms as per 3 gender and 3 vachan. Check this. For example, khad plus the khadita. Now this is root form of past participle, student. Root form. This is crude word. You can't use this in the sentence. You have to use as per the male, female or neuter or ekvachan, dvivachan, bahuvachan. Here you read khad plus ta become khaditah. Like Ramah, Ramo, Ramah, ekvachan khaditah, Ramo, Ramah, so khadito and khaditah. So these 3, singular, dual, plural in male, and in female, lata, late, lata, so khadita, khadite, khaditaha. And in neuter, same khadita but as phalam, phale, phalani, so khaditam, khadite, khaditani. So total 3 in male, 3 in female and 3 in neuter, 9 forms you have. Now you cannot use all 9. So which one you will choose? Very simple. Check the word that you converted second to first case. No, object that you converted second to first. In present and future also we were checking that second to first case. What is the purus and vachan of that? Accordingly we were using yate, yate, yante or ishyate, ishyate, ishyante. Similarly here you need to check that same word that you converted second to first case. But look at the gender and vachan, gender and number. What is the ling of that word and what is vachan? Now here if I would ask you that you converted this sentence sevam to sevaha, no, this second case word converted to seva. Now what is the gender, what is the ling and what is the vachana of this sevaha? Any guesses? Here you must be aware. Compulsory. Sevaha is like Rama. What is the gender of Rama? Masculine. So Seva is also masculine. What is Vachan? Sevaha, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Sevaha, Sevo, Sevaha. So Sevaha is singular. So now we got answer. Masculine singular. Masculine singular. So now out of these 9 forms that you prepared by adding ta suffix, take only masculine singular khaditaha. Okay, so that's why here we wrote, here we have written here khaditaha. Now guess that in place of sevaha, suppose sevaha is there, plural. So this khadita verb form will follow. It will become khaditaha because plural, seva is plural. Now in place of sevaha, suppose students, listen to me carefully. Here in place of seven, no seva word is there, phalani is there. Phalani, phalam, phale, phalani, phalam, phale, phalani. This in active voice, past tense. Ram ate fruits. Now fruits, neuter, plural, right? Fruits, plural and neuter and object, right? Now while you convert to subject, phalani, second case to first case, it will be same. Why same? Because first case plural of phala also phalani. You know, first case plural of phalam, phale, phalani. And second case plural also phalani, phalam, phale, because in neuter first two cases are always same. In neuter noun forms table, first case and second case, all singular, dual, plural are always same in any noun forms in neuter gender. Whether it is e ending, u ending, o ending, any consonant ending. Neuter means first, second case are always same. So phalani, second case to first case, same. So that's why we wrote as phalani, phalani. But now phalani is neuter and plural. So this will follow this phalani. So khaditaha cannot be written. Now you check neuter plural here. What is neuter plural? Khaditani. Now you will have to write khaditani there in the passive voice verb form. So here you need to write khaditani. Okay. So that's why I am saying this verb form completely depending on the gender and the vachan, the number of this word. So I hope other rules are same. See, you studied first case to third case, second to first case. You understood it well. The same things you apply here also. But while you are writing verb forms, then you think, check what is the gender and vachan of that pratham purus, first case word that you change second to first case, right? So that accordingly you choose out of these 9 forms, 3 male, 3 female and 3 neuter forms, that you can prepare by adding kta. Khad plus ta become khadita, pat plus kta, patita, lik plus kta, likita, has plus ta, hasita. But ita you are added, ita. But there are some root verbs where not as easy as ita. There are some root verbs where different forms are created. Like for example, here you check. For example, there is a root verb da. Da is there. Now da means to give, right? And the suffix is ta. So it will not be da ita. It will be datta. Datta. Now datta is the root, right? Then you can prepare 3 masculine, 3 female, 3 neuter, just like Rama, Lata, Lata and Phalam, Phale, Phalani as per this table. But what I want to say, what I want to tell you here, that these da and to are, da is the different type of root verbs where ita is not there. But this is little bit in depth. Right now everything is new for you to understand the formulas. So go with the easy one, ita to be added with. But I'm telling you, there are some verb forms in past tense, in Sanskrit language, where ita not added, kta, some different things, different suffixes, forms you will find. Da plus ta is not daita, is datta. Similarly, drus means to see. Drus plus ta is not drusita, it's drushta, cerebral center. But that is also present. There are that kind of forms also there. But just for your knowledge, I am telling you. Right now, you keep in mind ita to be added with the root verb and prepare the forms, 9 forms, 3 masculine, 3 female, and 3 neuter. All right, and that you can use in the passive voice sentence. Let me tell you, dear students, this kta suffix is actually there in the syllabus in term 2. So that also I will teach you how to add kta suffix and how to prepare the forms of past participle. Because kta is actually made, this kta is suffix is there, is made only to prepare past participle form. And when I will start teaching you the suffixes, there I will teach about some exceptional type of verb forms which are prepared. Exceptional types of means what? Khad plus ta, khadita, but some verb forms not ita sound is there at the end. Like da plus ta, datta, drush plus ta, drushta. So this kind of exceptional verb forms that I will teach when I will start teaching you the suffixes. Alright? Right now, I hope you understood about this past tense formation of passive voice, how to convert active to passive in past tense. Right? So, what would be the meaning of this sentence, students? Same. Ram. Okay, here Falani is there. Let me just put actual word. That was Sevam, right? Apple. And obviously here also first case Sevaha. As Sevaha is masculine, singular, so Khadit, the verb form also will be same, masculine, singular, Khaditaha. Alright. So these things you understood, and just for revision, I have given 2 sentences just for revision. You can check. And now we are entering into the third vachya. You understood about kartari vachya, active voice, karmani vachya, passive voice. Now this is bhav vachya. Pay attention. What is bhav vachya? Impersonal voice. And here you read, this is very important. Without object. No object is there in the sentence. But let me tell you, it is easier than present, future and past active passive. Easier. Why? You always check that while you are converting any sentence, whether it is present tense, future tense or past tense, while you are writing a verb form, you need to check what is the subject that converted from object, no? Second to first case. You always have to check. But in this bhavvachya, there is no object. So, preparing the verb form is very easy in bhavvachya. Very easy. Let me teach you. Pay attention. Now, here there is a sentence without object. So, Ram eats. What is eaten by Ram, or what does Ram eat? No, it is not mentioned. Object is not there. So, 2 words are there. One is Ram as subject and eats as verb form. Right? Now, while you convert as impersonal voice, then it is eaten by Ram. Nothing is given. What is eaten by Ram? Nothing. So, just simply we will put it to prepare passive. So, to prepare impersonal voice. So, it is eaten by Ram. Okay, always singular, remember. Because if we have object that we converted, then we can write singular, plural. But when there is a absence of object, we can't decide. So, we'll have to put only singular. Because we don't have the object. If object is there, apples are eaten, or a banana is eaten, then we can write is eaten or are eaten. But if it is not present, then how you can decide is eaten or are eaten? So better you go with singular. It is eaten. Eat. Guess. Something like this. So without object, we are putting it and is eaten by Ram. Now in Sanskrit language, very simple. Ram eats, so 2 words. Ramaha, first case singular, and eats, so khadati. But what is interesting thing here? While you convert to passive, first case to third case, same rule. First case to third case, Ramaha becomes Ramena. In khadati, what is the root verb? Khad. And here see the interesting thing. What is this? Khad plus yate. Look at this rule. Only yate, the singular suffix, is added at the end of root verb, student. Even if the subject is in plural. So, Ramaha is singular, khadati is singular. And Pratham Purush Ekvachan. But while you convert to impersonal voice, this is active voice, okay? This is called active voice. And here this sentence, Ramena Khadyate, this is called impersonal voice. So here you read, only yate is added. There is no concern of this verb form with the number of this subject. There is no concern, because if you remember, yate, yete, yante, yase, yethe, yadve, yaye, yava, yame, depending these suffixes we were choosing It was depending on the subject that was converted from object to subject. Now there is no object, then there is no subject. Then how you would choose other suffix? Better you go with only yate, fixed. Only yate in bhavvachya. So it's easy actually. Okay? You don't need to think much. So khadyate. Now, what I wrote in the rule here, only yate singular suffix is added at the end of the root verb, even if the subject is in plural. Now let us write this Rama as plural here. See, look at this example. What is this? Ramaha khadanti. Here it is Ramaha khadati, singular sentence. Now here it is plural. Ramaha khadanti, kartari vachya. But while you convert to impersonal, Ramaha, first case plural is converted to third case plural, Ramehi. Now you see in the table of Rama, first case plural, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Convert to third case, Ramena, Ramabhyam. What is plural? Ramehi. So we wrote here as Ramehi. Now, as I said, only yate. No concern with plural or singular, nothing, because we have concern of yate, yate, yante on subject, but there is no subject here. Okay, so add yate. So bhavvachya will be khad plus yate, khadyate, always yate. So like this you can convert any sentence, any active voice sentence to impersonal voice. Right, that is called impersonal voice. There are some sentences for practice. Janaha pasyanti. Now janaha converted to third case, janehi. Pasyanti, the root verb of pasyanti is not pasya, remember. What is the root verb of pasyanti? Root verb is drush. Drushir prakshane is the root verb. Drush. And there in drush you need to add yate. Right? So add drush and yate. Drush yate, that's it. I said only yate. Chhatrau likhataha. Now chhatrau is dual here. This word is dual. In dual, right? So two students are writing likhati, likhataha. So likhataha is there because dual. Convert to impersonal. Chhatrau become third case plural, third case dual, chhatrabhyam. Because in Rama table, what is third dual? Ramena, Ramabhyam. So Chhatrena, Chhatrabhyam. Same like Rama. That's why Chhatrabhyam likhataha. What is the root verb? Lik. Now what I said here, only yate add, no concern with this word, the singular dual plural. So lik yate, that's it. So like this you can convert any active voice sentence to bhavvachya. In bhavvachya, impersonal voice, only singular form is used for past tense and future tense, as object is always missing in it. Same formula in future and past tense also. Always add yate in present tense, impersonal voice. And in past tense impersonal voice, always add ishyate. In future tense impersonal voice, ishyate, common. Like yate I said here in present tense impersonal voice. If it is, suppose you thought Ram eats, in place of past tense is here Ram ate. So impersonal in past will be it was eaten by Ram. Now Ram becomes Rams, many. Rams eat. What would be the conversion of impersonal voice? It was eaten by Rams. It was, it's singular, always. So khaditaha, no gender needed to check. You know, in past tense we were checking. Sevaha is masculine gender. Khaditaha, khadito, khadita. So we have to use khaditaha, masculine, singular. But here no object, means no subject is there to check the gender and vachan. And go with taha, khaditaha, masculine, singular. Right? So in future ishyate, again no subject to check purus and vachan. So go with ishyate. That's why this line that says that in bhavvachya, in impersonal voice, only singular form is always used for even past tense, and future tense, as object is always missing in it. Alright, so accordingly you can prepare the sentence students in bhavvachya in all three tenses. Now here you understood all three tenses, active passive formula, you understood bhavvachya, how to convert. Now it is a exercise time. Students, this PDF file that you are seeing here in this video that I prepared, right, for you people, I will send it to you. But before you start seeing this again, you revise it. Listen, here there are around 20 exercise sentences are given, which sentences are actually mixed. Some sentences in active, some are in passive, some are present tense, some are past tense, some are future tense. So whatever formulas, rules that you understood in this last video and today's video, now you apply this knowledge in this sentence. Try to convert. Okay, if you will try to convert, practice, then it will be easy for you to understand the sentences given in the sloka. When I will start teaching you the 4 chapters of Sutra Sthana, I will definitely discuss about these rules there also. See, we studied this in active passive. So these 20 sentences are there for your exercise, for practice. Convert, change the voice of the following sentences, active to passive or passive to active. Now once you finish it, you can check your answers here of this same 20 sentences, right? This is just for checking the answers. Do not check the answers before you start writing. Complete all 20 sentences, convert the voice of the sentence, active or passive to active, of different tenses. Then you check this. Work harder. This hard work will definitely pay you a good result in future. Okay, so this video was specifically for active voice and passive voice. Next video we will start learning about paribhasha, definition, 7th this part B here in the syllabus. Let me show you in paper 2, topic number 2, paribhasha padani, that we will see on part B. Okay, because part A was in term 1, part B for term 2. These all words paribhasha we will understand. Okay, so that is our planning for the next class, next lecture. Till then, take care of yourself and please study well, read and revise, watch this video even twice or thrice, and do the exercise. Any doubt you have, I'm always 24/7, I'm there to solve your doubt. All right, take care of yourself and we'll meet soon in the next lecture. Okay, thank you all.